Okay, I got this Harbor Freight Daytona 1,500 pound gear driven head engine stand put together. I've been a little busy. But anyways, yeah, for the price, it's not bad. You know, I do have a couple of little complaints about it. But guys say this thing's pretty beefy. You know, I've seen pictures on the internet where somebody had a 6-cylinder 5.9 Cummins strapped to this sucker. I don't know if I'd do it, but they had it. One of the things I'm not real nuts about is this the makeup of I don't know what the heck you call them, but they seem a little girly. I've had a lift, rather an engine stand in the past where that was just a solid block of steel machined out. You know, just definitely beefier in my book. But this ought to be good enough for what I'm going to do. Another little complaint, it's just me nitpicking, but it's a little low. I'm 5'11", and I have to bend over to crank this, which when you're young, it's no big deal, but when you get older and your back's awful, it's just a little nitpicky. But other than that, I would have made it, I don't know, 7 inches or so taller. But seems to rotate okay. I don't know how well the gears are. There's an access plate there you can take off. I did not open it up to see what it looks like. All that I did, I put lube in it. I greased her up a little bit with the supplied Zerk fittings. And one other little thing, which is not that big of a deal, but when you're putting the casters on, the hardware would be nice if it was a little longer, a couple millimeters longer, so that when you're using the bolt, the nut, and the lock washer, you know, it'd be nice to have that nice positive thread engagement when you're trying to thread it, because you got to shove your fingers up under there to get to everything. It just helps. Okay, but not that big of a deal. And then it's nice. It's got these little stabilizer pads to crank on. Now this thing, you know, I didn't chase the threads. Threads definitely need chased on all 4 of these. They're I don't know, probably got welding spatter and whatnot on them. But it's better to have them than not have them. So other than that, and for the price, it's not bad. It's rated at 1,500 pounds. I don't know. I mean, as I said, I've seen guys on the internet with the 5.9 Cummins strapped to this thing, and they're no lightweights. Now, I know I've seen people complain that using the Harbor Freight engine crane, this is the 2-ton one, that they're not really compatible as far as using. The old Harbor Freight one over there, I don't know if you could see through all my crap. It's no problem with that. That'll work. It's definitely not real stable, but it's okay. But anyways, for me to use this, I get a bunch of big block Mopars. They're not that big of an engine in actuality, I think. I don't think they're too big. I've got roughly, about 23.5 inches or so. About 23 and a half inches to go from the front of the block to the back of the block. So we'll say 24 inches. Well, you split the difference to keep the engine level. You have a foot. Okay, now when you take the stand, you got to have it, for my application, I have to have the boom fully extended to the half-ton mark, 1,000 pound. So now with that, when it's fully extended, you're pretty close to the center line of the front casters of the boom. So it may get a little tipsy. Granted, there's a lot of counterweight on here, and you can stand on it, you know, keep the sucker down. But I think you'll probably be okay as long as you don't get the engine swinging. But like a big block Mopar, I think fully dressed weighs around 600 pounds, I'm thinking. I'm no expert. Small blocks around 500. I think a small Chevy's around 500. Like a Windsor Ford, I'm not sure what they are, but I think they're on the light side too. A big rat, big block Chevy. I know they're pretty heavy. They're definitely heavier than a Mopar, I think. So anyways, this is where we will see if it fits. And it just, you tuck that sucker in there all the way. See, I got it tucked in all the way. Now, when I go to, let's see. There we go. You got about a foot to work with. So this, when I'm fully extended, I got roughly 15 inches. And that's at the boom's more or less level. Granted, you'll lose a little bit on extreme ends of the boom sweep. You know, when it goes up higher, you'll lose a little bit, or if you have it down lower, it'll tighten it up. But then on the bottom, because this thing tilts, it's got an upward tilt to it, a few degrees. The bottom, it's around 13 inches or so. So it'll do it. It should do it. Should do my big block Mopar. So anyways, I just wanted to, and this lift, it's not bad. I've used it. It's not bad. It says 2 tons. I don't think it can, 4,000 pounds. That's a lot of weight. I don't know. I don't know if this Ram can handle it. It says 8-ton Ram. I guess it can. At least the sticker says it can. But anyways, alrighty, I just want to give you a little update. This is the part 1 of the first video for, this is the part 2. I can count. This is the second video for this thing. I don't have, I don't know. I don't have pause on this thing. So, okay. See you later.